Hey, welcome back. We are feeling the effects of a cold front on this Monday. It was a much cooler start to this Monday morning and still seeing those nice clear conditions. This is a live look outside on our Sky 9 camera over Falls River and warming up nicely. 74 degrees at the Baton Rouge Airport. We have a light breeze coming out of the southeast at 8 miles an hour. So we're starting to warm up now that we're into the afternoon, starting to see some upper 70s, 77 in Gonzales and Patterson, even some low 80s, 80 in New Orleans, but we're still cool into the low 70s in New Roads at 73, 71 up in Macomb. Now there is a bit of a divide with where the driest air lies. You can see that near and north of the interstates, dew points are much lower, and then south of the interstate corridors, we are starting to see a little bit of that moisture making return now that our winds are coming out of the south a bit. So we are going to continue to heat up. We'll keep the sunshine in clear conditions through the rest of the day. I do think our afternoon highs will top out in the low 80s. We'll keep that nice southerly breeze throughout the rest of the day as well and cool comfortably once the sun sets into the 60s overnight. So it will feel nice once again tomorrow morning. Keeping it nice and quiet across much of the U.S. We do have a low up towards the northeast, and with that, a cold front that moved through over the weekend. We also have another low up towards the north near Minneapolis, and with that, a cold front that's going to drop down towards the south and arrive to the South Louisiana by tomorrow. So watch this. We continue with the southerly winds. That'll help to pull in some more moisture from the Gulf, but also we'll notice some more cloud cover building in by the evening and overnight to start Tuesday morning. Then by the afternoon on Tuesday, we'll start to see that cold front making its way towards the south and South Louisiana. So we're just watching for isolated showers and storms arriving by the late afternoon and into the early evening as well. So here's 5 p.m. tomorrow. Near the afternoon commute, just may have to watch for an isolated shower or storm. It'll continue to make its way south near dinner time, and then it will break up as it continues to get closer to the coast. Also notice the clearing that's happening behind that cold front. So just an isolated chance of seeing a shower or storm by Tuesday. Then we go back to the nice dry conditions, and then unfortunately our next good chance of rain arriving once again by the weekend, watching for scattered showers and storms. So here's what that front's going to do with our temperatures. We started, I think, actually into the 50s here in Baton Rouge. I do think we'll see the low 60s tomorrow just because we have that slight bit of moisture returning behind the front back into the 50s. And look at this, low 50s, 52 Thursday, 54 by Friday. That's what some people may even call chilly. And then by the next storm system approaching for the weekend, we warm back up into the 60s and mid 60s by the weekend. So tomorrow I think will be our warmest day ahead of that next frontal system, 87, and then we'll return to the low 80s, maybe even some mid 80s by the rest of the work week and into the low 80s by the weekend. So not bad. Low 80s certainly feels pretty good through the afternoon. All right, we're still talking about the tropics. Yes, it's still mid to late October, but here's that tropical wave that we're watching that's going to be heading into the Central Caribbean. That has a high chance of developing through the next 2 days as well as the next week. Now the models, you'll notice here, there's not a lot of movement. It looks like it's just going to meander into the Caribbean for the next several days. It's not until the weekend that you see a little bit of a split, whether it takes a left turn towards Central America or more of a right turn over the Caribbean islands. So this does look like it'll be the next storm to develop if that happens. The next name on the list is the M name, and that is Melissa. Otherwise, back here at home, nice and quiet, lots of sunshine today. Those cool mornings will continue, especially after that next cold front arriving by tomorrow, bringing some slight chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, the next chance of rain arrives by the weekend. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back with more 9 News at noon.